Oh, yeah. Yeah, thank you. There's an old ancient Chinese proverb that says, good fortune comes to those who wait. Now, I can attest that good fortune is something that the Chinese people do believe in because I went to China a year ago for 4 months teaching English on a volunteer trip. Now, let me tell you something. I wish with my whole heart that I could say good fortune had been with me one fateful day in China at the train station. Here's my story. My volunteer group and I were running late one day. We were on our last vacation in the Guangzhou train station. We're running through the train station trying to get to where we're going, and we hand our passports to the security guards, and they solemnly stamp them, hand them back to us. I shoved mine in my jacket pocket, and we continue on. And good fortune was with us at this moment in time because we actually arrived 10 minutes before our train got there. Brilliant. And I think to myself, I'm going to be smart and I'm going to go use the bathroom in the train station before we get on the train, because if you have ever traveled in China, then you know Chinese train bathrooms are beyond nasty, okay? So you don't want to use them. So I think to myself, okay, I'm going to go use the bathroom in the train station. Pitch my backpack on my shoulder and I scurry along over to the bathroom. 10 minutes, right? I can do this. Well, I go inside the bathroom, and there's something that you should know about Chinese bathrooms. They are not like American bathrooms. There are two types of Chinese toilets. The first one being a squatter toilet, which is basically a sink in the ground. The second type of toilet is called a trough. This bathroom had a trough. Let me explain to you what that is. It is a metal chute that runs through the length of the bathroom, through the stalls. But the chute, or the trough, is not in immediate proximity to you, no. Instead, you've got a 4-inch gap, about this wide, running through the floor as well. And it is several feet above the trough. Okay, so you've got the gap, you've got the trough. The idea is that you squat above the gap, you do your business, and your business falls down through the gap into the trough. Okay. There is a little bit of water that flows through this trough, and hopefully it will take away what has gathered there, far, far away. However, if it is too heavy, it will not go away. So you can imagine what accumulates in a trough, and it is not pretty. Well, after about 4 months of this, I'm like, I got this. I go over to the gap, I do my thing. As I'm standing up, I suddenly feel something shift inside of the pocket of my jacket. And I watch in horror as my passport falls out of my jacket pocket. It falls down the gap, splashing into the trough. Does anyone want to get that for me? Yeah, neither did I. But this is not some Chinese trinket. This is not some souvenir. This is my passport, as in I am not getting back to America without it. Okay? So, options. I realize I have none. So I take a deep breath, and I lay down on the floor, my face pressed against the Chinese cement. And I reach down the gap, and my arm's stuck, as if it won't go down any further. So I wrench my arm out, and part of me is grateful because I didn't have to touch anything, but the other part of me is thinking, I still don't have my passport, and I've got 5 more minutes before my train gets there, and I can't leave without this passport. So, okay, think. I got it. Suction! I will suction my passport out of the trough. Brilliant. I unzip my backpack and I take out my Chinese straw, because who doesn't bring their Chinese straw with them on vacation? So, I take my straw and I realize that I'm going to have to be very precise about where I place the straw in the trough because I don't want to be suctioning anything up besides my passport. So, with this in mind, I put myself in prime suction position over the trough, place my straw inside the gap, and I begin the suction process. I'm gonna need some more air. Okay, so it was a stupid idea, but who's worth a try? Okay, I've got 3 minutes now. We are getting stressed at this point. I think, and then suddenly it comes to me. It's so brilliant and so Chinese. I can't believe I haven't thought of it until this moment. I open up my backpack and I take out my chopsticks. Okay, these are not just regular chopsticks. These are red plastic Chinese chopsticks, ideal for picking up things. Rice, usually, but passports in this case. So, I go over to that gap. I put my Chinese chopsticks into that gap, reaching all the way down and using the skills I have honed and practiced for 4 months. I reach in and I grasp that passport and I bring it out in Chinese triumph. Except it's a little soggy, so not exactly the Chinese triumph we're looking for. But nonetheless, I run to that train. I've got 10 seconds left at this point. I run to that train. I leap onto the train just as it's leaving, and I hold success in my hand. That's what the trough sounds like. So, the Chinese people are right. Good fortune does come to those who wait. But since my experience, I've tacked something else onto that phrase, and it's this. Good fortune comes to those who wait, but better fortune comes to those who bring their chopsticks.